code is not written on paper. It's carved in bone, passed in blood, broken only once, then never again. Before the crime, before the coin, before the cowards plea, there was the code, the law of the free. Not for glory, not for gold, not for the songs they sing, but for the ones who stand when the war bells ring. I swore it in the dark, no witness but the blade. I will not run, I will not trade my brother's life for my own breath. The warrior code is a dance with death. My father taught me the code on his knees. After the battle, after the breeze of gun smoke settled, he looked me in the eye. The code is not for the brave, it's for the ones who try. To stay human when the world says kill. To hold the line when the ranks thin the will. To drag your brother from the mud. The warrior code is not in the blood, it's in the good. The code is not a promise, it's a scar. It's the map of every war so far. Break it once, you break yourself. The warrior code sits on the highest shelf. Warrior code, blood and bone. Warrior code, never alone. Warrior code, stand the line. Warrior code, yours and mine. Warrior code, no retreat. Warrior code, the heart's own beat. Warrior code, the oath I keep. Warrior code, till the final sleep. I've seen men break the code for a coin, a rank, a lie. They sit in quiet houses now with a hollow eye. They won the battle, lost the war inside their chest. The code is not a trophy, it's a test. My sister kept the code when she lost a leg. She carried a squad mate through the fire, through the keg of blood and chaos. She didn't let go. The warrior code is not for show, it's the undertow. The code says speak the truth even if your voice shakes. The code says cover the fallen even if the earth quakes. The code says your enemy was once a child with a dream. The code is not a sword, it's a seed that stitches the wounded back into the hole. It's the hand on the shoulder, the saving of the soul. I carry the code in every step, every choice, every breath. The warrior code is the answer to the question of death. They ask, what's the code? I say, it's the voice that says, I will not be the monster they made me to be. It's the hand that reaches down, not the fist that strikes up. It's the memory of every warrior who fell so you could stand. The code is not a rule, it's a river, and you either swim or drown. I choose to swim, I choose to carry, I choose to fight. Not because I love war, because I love the ones beside me. That's the code, full stop. What's the code? The truth, what's the code? What's the code? The proof, what's the code? What's the code? The bid, what's the code? What's the code? The guide, warrior code. Warrior code. I will not fall, I will not fall, I will not break, I will not break. The warrior code is the vow I make. The battle, the battle, hey. The battle ends, the code remains, not in the glory, in the veins of every soul who stood the ground. Warrior code unbound. Warrior code. Warrior code. Inte der, in ein Guade. I glow in ein Hisky feint mer kum en ein Gaula dref. Headlamp flicker in the black. Headlamp flicker in the black. Headlamp flicker in the black. Another day we don't look back. Scrubbing dust from broken hands. The company store, the company plans. Descend the cage, the shaft, the hole. The only church that knows my soul. Powder on my lips, my eyes, a Eucharist of sacrifice. They say the coal is black gold, but the black is what they they soul, while the widows wear the veil and the lungs turn pale. My brother coughed at 33, left his lamp for me. Now I carry him below in the darkness and the glow.
The rock above could fall tonight, but the cold still calls, the cold still bites. We knew when no sun never shines, and taste the dust that binds the lines.
Cold dust communion on our tongues, in our veins. Cold dust communion through the subsidence, through the pains. Cold dust communion from the CWM to the seam. Cold dust communion. We are the dust, we are the dream. My man Goo sang in Welsh, a hymn from the shelf of a language they tried to bury like the miners themselves. She said, Hyreth is the longing for a home you'll never see, but the cold dust is the map, boy, it's the history. She sweep the porch where the black rain fell, and hum a tune from the pits of hell. Now I breathe the same air, wear the same stain, a communion of the lost, the ones who remain. Every scene we cut is a chapter, every collapse a verse. The cold dust gospel, work, suffer, disperse. Rise as one you glow, breathe souls, you who pay the heavy tolls of slate and methane, rock and fire. You who watch the roofs expire, the fire we carry is the spark that lights the darkness, beats the mark. Not in ore, not in vain, in the brothers who remain. They took the coal, they took the land, but the dust still joins the hand to hand. Everywhere, every broad stands together. Here's the communion, 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 communion. Not surrender, not we are that runs. They sealed the mine today. The last shift gone. But the dust stays in the lungs, in the song, and the words my man Blue left me. Why dare in Angway, the earth in our blood, we carry it still. An adl hairn, in fingen I schloch, in mynydd yn fing gwaed rwy'n dal I anadlu. They lowered us in a cage before the sun remembered its name. The shaft swallowed the light swallowed the hope. We carried our lunch in tin boxes, our lungs in borrowed time. The air was thick with the ghost of the men who came before. You could taste them coal and coal and coal. My father said, the mountain gives, the mountain takes, but the breath is yours. Don't let it go. Every shovelful was a prayer to a God who never listened. The seam was thin, the roof was low, the water glistened. With the sweat of the dead, the damp of the grave, we carved the black from the mountain's nave. The pit ponies coughed the same cough as the men. The canaries stopped singing, we knew the end was near, but we kept swinging, kept the blade against the rock that the company paid. To be broken, to be sold, to be burned for heat. Iron breath, iron fate. The doctor tapped my chest, heard the rattle. Said, how long have you worked the battle? I said, since I was 14, sir. He wrote a note, didn't say a word. An adl hairn, iron breath. The gift, the mountain, leaves for death. Iron breath, iron breath. The lungs are black, the heart is still. Iron breath, iron breath. The company took the years, the hill gave us the dust, gave us the debt. Iron breath, iron breath, iron breath, iron breath. The year was 84, the union called us out. We stood at the gates, we didn't shout. We just breathed the iron breath of the unemployed. The government sent the police, the dogs, the noise. But we held the line, we held the pick for every miner who died too quick. My Uncle Day was arrested, his lungs already gone. He said the breath is all they haven't won. We lost the strike, lost the pit, but the iron breath won't quit. The pit is sealed, the head frame gone, but the iron breath carries on. In the grandchildren who never saw the coal, in the song that fills the hole. An idle hand, the mountain's curse is the mountain's blessing. Iron breath, the only thing the company couldn't take was the breathing. I sit on the slag heap where the pit used to be. The grass has grown over the shaft, but when the wind blows from the east, I can still taste it. The iron breath of the men who built this valley. They are not gone. They are in the air. An idle hern, an idle bywide, an idle traguido. An idle hern, an idle bywide, an idle traguido. They painted the road gold, said it leads to everything you want. They forgot to mention the traffic, the wreckage, the ones who never arrive. Follow the yellow brick, follow the lie. Every fool with a dream thinks they'll fly, but the road is a carcass, the path is a trap. I stepped on the gas, now I'm road killer scrap. They sold me a wizard, a city of green, a throne made of promises, a beautiful scene, but the bricks are just painted, the gold is a stain. I've been walking for years, I got nothing but pain. Dorothy danced, but she had ruby shoes. I got concrete and blisters in the headline news. Another dreamer crushed on the yellow line. They serve you the poison and call it the wine. I followed the crowd, the emerald parade. Every step was a payment, every breath was a trade. For a ticket to nowhere, a front row seat to the death of the hope that they told me to eat. The road is a graveyard, the bricks are a lie. The wizard's a puppet with a stick in his eye. I'm not walking anymore, I'm taking the wheel, and the yellow brick road is about to fill. Yellow brick road kill, blood on the gold. Yellow brick road kill, the dream got sold. Yellow brick road kill, I ain't your slave. Yellow brick road kill, I'm the one they couldn't save. Yellow brick road kill, tires screech. Yellow brick road kill, the truth is a leech. Yellow brick road kill, I died on the way, but I'm getting back up. I'm living today. My sister bought the ticket, the tour, the spiel. She believed every lie, she was ready to kneel. Now she's selling the souvenir, stuck in the booth, saying follow your dreams with a mouth full of truth. She whispers to me when the tourists walk by. The road is a casino, the house never dies. I see the glitter in her eyes, the flicker of the flame. The yellow brick road kill, where's her last name? I've been to the Emerald City, seen the man behind the smoke. He's not a wizard, he's a broker, he's a corporate joke. He sells you the dream, then buys up the land. When you crash, he's the vulture with a bloodstained hand. I'm done with the bricks, done with the path, done with the promises, the aftermath. I'm building my own road with my own two hands. Yellow brick road kill, I'm taking a stand. They say stay on the path, don't wander, don't stray. I say the path is a slaughterhouse disguised as a parade. I'm not following anything that isn't built by my own feet. The yellow brick road is a lie for the weak, not for the broken see through the pain. I see the cracks, I see the bones, I see the pain. I'm not roadkill anymore. I'm the road. Yellow. Road. Who's the wizard? The thrill. Who's the victim? The will. Yellow brick road kill. Yellow brick road kill. I'm standing still. I'm standing still. Not following the graveyard line. I'll build my own, and it will be mine. The road is dead. The bricks are dust. The wizards of memory. The promise of rust. I'm driving now. No yellow line. Just the road I build, and it's mine.
Tungan av hertrumman. Hon talar ekki orð. Hon talar blóð hlýturís.
Before the written lie, there was the drum, the tongue of the warrior, the battle cry, and spoken rhythms that the chest understood. A language older than the blade, older than the blood. I put my ear to the skin, felt the vibration climb up through my spine, through my feet, through the hands of time. The drum said stand, the drum said fight, the drum said you are not alone in the night. My grandfather beat the drum when the raiders came to burn his hall, to curse his name. He didn't have a pen, didn't have a plea. He had a rhythm that they couldn't steal from me. The drum said remember, the drum said hold, the drum said the saga is not sold. I carry his beat in my chest, in my throat. The tongue of the warrior drum is the only note. They silence the voices, burn the skin, but the drum keeps talking from within. Listen close, you'll hear the hum. The tongue of the warrior drum. Tongue of the drum, speak the war. Tongue of the drum, break the bar. Tongue of the drum, beat the ground. Tongue of the drum, the Viking sound. Tongue of the drum, no words, just pound. Tongue of the drum, the ancestors round. Tongue of the drum, I answer the call. Tongue of the drum, I rise, I fall, I stand tall.
I went to the city where the drums are plastic and cheap, where the rhythm is a sample, where the soul is asleep, but underneath the bass drop, underneath the synth, I heard the old tongue, a whisper, a winch pulling me back to the fjord, to the fire, to the circle of shields. The drum doesn't need electricity, it wields the memory of every longship, every raid, every oath. I built my own drum from a fallen oak, from the skin of a stag that the All-Father smoked. My sister beats the drum in a reenactment field. She teaches the children who forgot to wield. The tongue of the warrior is not for hate anymore, it's for healing the wounds that the conquerors tore. She says beat it hard, beat it true. Let the rhythm find the part of you that was stolen, that was shamed, that was told to kneel. The drum is the warrior's tongue, and it's real. They took our axes, they took our land, but the drum is not a weapon, it's a witness. It remembers every foot that danced, every warrior that fell, every mead hall fire. The tongue of the warrior drum does not ask permission, it speaks. And when it speaks, the ground listens. So beat it till your hands bleed. The blood is the ink of the saga, and the saga is not over. Drum, speak, Viking, seek. What's the tongue? The beat. What's the beat? The feet. What's the feet? The ground. What's the ground? The crowd. Tongue of the warrior drum. Tongue of the warrior drum. We will never be dumb. We will never be dumb. We will never be silent. We are the drum. We are the violent. We are the drum. We are the violent. We are the drum. Oh, we are the violent. The tongue of the warrior drum is not a ghost. It's the heartbeat of the ones who need it most. Beat it loud. The Viking drum speaks for the crowd. From Valhalla to the now. Everyone wears a mask. some to hide the cracks, some to survive the day, some because the truth would be too heavy for the ones they love. This is the song of the faces we fake. I wake up, put on the mask before I brush my teeth. The one that says I'm fine, the one that hides the grief. My mother calls, I smile into the phone. She doesn't know I spent last night alone. Staring at the ceiling, counting all the ways I've learned to lie about the haze that lives behind my eyes. The weight I carry through the gate of every office, every store, every crowded street. The mask is the only thing that makes me complete. To them, to the world, to the ones who'd worry. I've gotten so good at the hurry, to change the subject, to laugh too loud, to disappear into the crowd. They see the smile, they hear the joke. They don't see the chains, they don't see the smoke. The mask is porcelain, the mask is thin. One crack and they see what lives within. The mask we wear to keep them out. The mask we wear to silence the shout. The mask we wear every day, every night. The mask we wear hiding the fight. I wear the mask of the good employee, the one who never breaks, who never disagrees. I wear the mask of the loyal friend, the one who listens to the bitter end. I wear the mask of the strong partner, the one who never asks, do you still want her? I wear the mask of the happy child, the one my parents raised, never wild. But underneath, the cracks are spreading. Every word I've left unsaid is dreading the moment when the porcelain shatters and they see the pieces, see the matter of who I really am, not who I play. But I'm not sure I know myself anyway. Take the mask off, take it slow. Let the real begin to show. But the real is terrified of what it finds on the other side. What if they leave? What if they run? What if they see that I'm not the sun? Then they were never mine. Mask, 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 mask. Off, face, face, cough, cough. Truth, truth, hides behind the I am the one who wears the mask. But I'm also the one who tears it apart. I tried to take it off once at a party. Told a friend I've been feeling sorry for myself, for the mess, for the endless ache. She looked at me like I made a mistake, said, but you're so strong, you're so together. I put the mask back on forever. That was 3 years ago. I've learned to craft a better shell, a better raft, to float above the wreckage underneath. I've gotten so good at the make-believe, but sometimes late at night I stare at the ceiling and wonder if the mask is the only thing I'm feeling. I don't know who I am without it anymore. Maybe none of us do. But I'm tired. And tonight, I'm letting the mask slip. Just a little. Just enough to breathe. What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I'm not enough? The questions never stop. So I stopped answering. I started fighting. What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I'm not enough? The questions never stop. So I stopped answering. I started fighting.
bridge collapses when I cross it tomorrow? What if the joy I'm feeling is just a prelude to sorrow? I run the scenarios 100 to 1. The worst case wins before the race has begun. I've been a what if warrior since I was a kid, before I knew the name for the war that I hid. Every test, every call, every open door, my mind built a castle of what ifs on the floor. What if I trip on the stage? What if my voice cracks? What if the ones I love are just waiting to turn their backs? I rehearsed the disaster, I script the defeat. I fought 1,000 battles on an empty street.
The what if warrior never sleeps. The what if warrior digs the deep. But I'm done digging, watch me climb out of the spiral, out of the grime.
What if warrior? Break the loop.
What if warrior?
Push through the hoop.
What if warrior?
Shut the door.
What if warrior?
I'm not fighting anymore, I'm living.
My mother was a what if warrior. She taught me the trade. She'd lie awake at 2 a.m. counting every mistake she made. What if I hadn't left my husband? What if I stayed? What if my son turns out like him? What if I'm not enough? I'm afraid. I watched her spiral in the kitchen, coffee cold, eyes wide. She passed me the torch of anxiety, a gift I never replied. For a crown, for a weapon, for a shield that weighs a ton. Now I'm carrying the what ifs of a mother and a son. I tried to breathe and tried to journal, tried to counting down, tried the pills, tried the therapy, tried leaving town. But the what if follow like a shadow with a grudge. Every time I build a bridge, they come with a sledge. What if the plane goes down? What if the test is failed? What if the love I finally found is just a fairy tale? The warrior doesn't sleep, the warrior just fights a war against the future that hasn't seen the light. I fought 1,000,000 wars that never happened. I've buried friends who are still alive. I've mourned a future that never arrived. No more. The what if is not my commander. The present is my only battlefield. And the only weapon I need is the breath in my chest. What if I win? What if I'm enough? What if the worst never comes? Let's find out. What if I fall, then I rise? What if I break, then I survive? What if they leave, then I stay? What if I lose, I win my way? What if warrior? What if warrior? What if warrior? Lay down the sword. What if warrior? The war is inside. What if warrior? 9 for long. No more what ifs. Just what is, no more tomorrow's ghost, just tonight's fist. I am the warrior of the present tense and the future. The future can defend itself. No bars, no guards, no keys.
But I can't leave. They built it inside my head, and I paid the rent. They told me I was free to choose, free to speak. But the walls are made of whispers, the floor is made of weak. I wake up every morning in a cell I built myself, with the bricks of expectation, with the mortar of my health. Be grateful, be quiet, don't rock the boat, don't leave. The door is open,
But the guilt is on your sleeve.
I signed a lease on this prison when I was a kid. Didn't read the fine print, didn't know what they had. The prison without walls has a ceiling made of debt. The interest is the warden and the payment is regret. My father served a life sentence in the same invisible pen. He passed me the key.
But the key was a win.
When you're older, when you're wiser, when you have the nerve. I'm 40 now, still waiting for the curve of the door that doesn't exist, the lock that doesn't click. The prison without walls is a mental trick. No bars, no guards, no fucking walls, just the voice inside that crawls. Stay, obey, don't make a sound. This prison is the only home I found. Prison without walls, no escape. Prison without walls, I shake the bait. Prison without walls, every thought is a bar. Prison without walls, I built it,
And I'll tear it apart.
my sister's prison is a mortgage and a ring, a suburban cage where the neighbors sing. Happy wife, happy life, but her smile is a grout, filling the cracks of the life she's without. She wanted to hate, to travel, to scream, but the prison without walls is a dream that asks, are you sure?
And what will they say? She's been on death row since her wedding day.
I know a man whose prison is his own success. He climbed the ladder, took the stress. Now he's at the top, but the top is a cage. The view is the sky, but the floor is a stage where he performs the same play every night. I'm happy, I'm lucky, I'm doing alright. His hands are trembling, his back is a bow. The prison without walls,
He forgot how to grow. The walls are not made of stone. They're made of should.
I should stay, I should pay, I should be grateful for the cage. But gratitude is not a prison, and should is not a law. The door was never locked, I just forgot how to push. Today, I push. Today, I walk, not because I'm brave, because I'm tired. And tired of being tired is the only key that works. Who built the wall? I did. Who holds the key? I did. Who keeps the door? I do. Who walks away? I do. Prison without walls. Prison without walls. I am the warden and the thief. Prison without walls. Prison without walls. I'm leaving. That's my relief. That's my relief. No bars, no guards, just me. The door was always open. I was the key. Prison without walls. Not anymore. I'm walking out. I'm leaving through the door.
El umbral no es el final. Es el primer paso de lo que viene después. I stood at the door for 3 hours. Not because I was afraid of what was on the other side, because I was afraid of what I would leave behind. The room where I learned to cry without sound. The window where I watched the world through a crack in the curtain. The chair where my mother sat when she told me, sometimes love means walking away. I pressed my palm to the wood, felt the grain like a map of every promise I broke to stay alive. They say the threshold is just a line, a piece of wood, a bit of time. But I've seen people freeze at it like the air turn to glass, like the light split. I carried a backpack and a photograph, a handful of coins, a half-mile laugh from the last time I felt whole. Now I'm standing at the door of the unknown with a knot in my chest and a debt. I've grown to the ones who stayed, to the ones who left, to the part of me that's already cleft. Bless this threshold, bless this step, bless the ground I haven't met, bless the fear that holds my hand, bless the border of this land. Not the line that keeps us out, but the line that teaches us to shout. I am here, I am real, I am not the same. I have crossed through the fire and I've taken the blame. One foot, one breath, one lie I tell myself. You've done harder, you've survived hell. The threshold is a mirror, it shows you who you were. The threshold is a river, you either swim or become the herd. Threshold, threshold, break the frame. Threshold, cross the shame. Threshold, threshold, what was lost is found. Threshold, 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 on the other side of sound. I remember my grandmother's threshold in the old country. The wood was worn from the feet of the hungry. She'd stand at the door and watch the road. Said someone is coming carrying a load. We don't know their name, but we know their face. It's the face of anyone who's lost their place. She'd leave the lamp burning till the dawn for the stranger who would never come along. Now I am that stranger, I am that ghost, standing at the door that matters most. The threshold between who I was and who I'll be, between the child they buried and the one they'll see. I am not the same as when I arrived. The threshold has changed me, kept me alive. It asked me to leave behind the lie that safety lives in the same old sky. So I step, step, cross, burn, law, threshold, threshold, not wall, but the door that opens to more. I didn't look back. Not because I wasn't afraid, because I finally understood. The threshold is not the ending. It's the beginning of the sentence. I was born to speak.